Hey guys, today we have an eBay purchase unboxing. So this one is a big lot of AEW figures. So we'll start with the first one going out the package. This is, I believe, from the free pack Acclaimed set. Ringside exclusive of Billy Gunn. Got the new Charles mold, the tattoos, the Velcro shirt. I like the old man head sculpt on there. It's not the best likeness, but it works for Billy, I think. I feel like I prefer the in trunks version, but obviously this is when he managed the Acclaim, so it matches that. Then we have another bag. These, I'm really happy to get these after these shot up in price. The Briscoe Brothers Ring of Honor 2-pack, which was a Jazzwares Vault exclusive. So we've got the Mark Briscoe. Comes with the really nice jacket and the cloth goods. And then obviously we've got Jay Briscoe. Probably his only figure. Well, he had the Figures Toy Company one, but I imagine this might be his only figure for a while now, especially with Jazzwares losing the license. It is really good, the tattoo details on this. The head sculpt's great. These are such great figures. I love the Briscoes. Then we have, this was the hardest figure to get in Series 1. I remember people trying to chase this down when Series 1 first came out. This is the Brandy Rhodes figure. Again, I remember this being really hard to get when AEW first started their figure line. I don't even remember seeing it. I remember seeing everyone else in store. I don't ever remember seeing this. Obviously now she's got the Elite figure. I think this might be the first Series 1 because they re-released Series 1 with the updated skin tones. I don't think this is that. I mean, overall it's a good figure, but compared to the Ultimate or figures now from Jazzwares, it doesn't hold up particularly well. Then we have another ringside exclusive with the Macho Man Jay Lethal, sorry. The cloth goods on this is amazing. I will give Jazzwares credit where it's due. They always do the cloth goods good. I'm just never a fan of the joints. I'd always prefer a Mattel Elite or an Ultimate over the joints of a AEW. Torso's good, and then obviously it's got the other ring gear underneath. Missing the hat, but from Black Machismo. I think the only other figures he had were the TNA line as the Black Machismo. He had the Marvel figure, but he didn't. The Jax ones were all Black Machismo. In this bag we have another TNA. This is the ringside exclusive Double J Jeff Jarrett figure. Got the cloth goods, missing the hat, missing the guitar. Obviously they did just pretty much re-release this figure in a different colour for the main line. However, I prefer this version. Whilst I don't remember this attire completely, it does seem more iconic to Jeff than me. And if you just watch the Dark Side of the Ring TNA like I have, then I think you'd be wanting this figure. Next up, I should say the reason I think I managed to get these and get these so cheap is because of how the AEW line has now ended, so people were kind of giving up on the collection, selling it. And we have the Target exclusive Owen Hart Memorial Gear Adam Cole. Again, this was another one where I kind of bought it because it was so cheap. These were all on auction. And I want it so cheap, so I couldn't say no at the price it was. Missing the belt, which was the main attraction of this figure, but it's cool to have probably Adam Cole's last figure if he does retire, which seems to be the case. I like the head sculpt on it. The head sculpt I prefer. I think, is it? I think this has been part switch for the Mattel head sculpt. I'm not 100% on that. I could be wrong. And then we have a few more packages here. We have the ringside exclusive commentator Excalibur figure. I'm a big fan of Excalibur. don't prefer them as much as a Tony or a Jim Ross, but I do like it, and I do like this suit mold. I do think AEW did the suit molds better than Mattel have, with the ab cut in the middle. I don't like the current Mattel ones with the jacket over the top. I do think this really looks good, and becoming a harder one to get now. Another one we have is the, I believe this is the 2-pack, the Target or Walmart exclusive 2-pack with Cope, Christian Cage. This is mainly from when he was running around with Nick Wayne and feuding with Jungle Boy and then Cope and what have you. Nice jacket on here. You could use this for if you had a set of bar figures, that would suit perfectly. I mean, it does work. I'd say this is more promo attire than in-ring, just based on the shoes, but take what you can get. Obviously, the Jazzwares line's ending, so I think this was your only chance to get Christian in this Your Dad is Dead style gimmick. And then I think there's 2 more figures in here. We have commentator's chair. Okay, so there's only one more figure, and that is the Jim Ross AEW ringside exclusive. The seller did have the Tony Schiavone. I just couldn't win that auction, it went too high for me. However, this is, I do like this Jim Ross, obviously being in his more modern day attire. I did see Jim Ross live last year for Full of Wrestling, so it is good to see Jim. I think the chair's probably too big to scale, but I do think this is maybe Jim Ross's best figure. I mean, he did have that Mattel Builder figure, but I do prefer this torso mold better. I mean, you've got the head, the glasses. The head suits him. I always kind of think AEW heads are a bit off. Like, I mean, this Jay Briscoe is a good example. I don't think it's exact, but I do think they'll always try and get close to. Anyway, so that was the haul. So just to go over, we've got the ringside exclusive Jim Ross. We have the AEW and the ringside exclusive Excalibur, Target exclusive Adam Cole, Vault exclusive Briscoe Brothers, ringside exclusive Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal, ringside Billy Gunn, Target or Walmart Christian Cage, and then the Series 1 Brandy Rhodes. So yeah, I'd recommend, if you're ever going to collect AEW, start collecting them now, because people are selling off the collections with line ending, so you can pick up most of these fairly cheap. I mean, this whole lot was under 100 quid for everything. Granted, I might have got lucky on some auctions, however, you can get everything fairly cheap nowadays, apart from the odd couple. So if you're thinking of starting an AEW Jazzwares collection, I think now may be the time, which is what I'm doing, which is why I've bought these. Anyway, see you all soon. Thank you for watching. I've got another lot coming in soon, so we'll do another video on that.